Aloha boys and girls, my name is Landon, and today we're going to be going over something that I like to call DLC in competitive. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically DLC or downloadable content in competitive Call of Duty. We're going to be kind of going over some in-depth stuff, some stuff that I think will be really interesting to bring up in the Call of Duty community as well. Kind of go over the history of why DLC has never been allowed in competitive Call of Duty as well, and kind of just go over why I think it should. To be honest, I'm definitely for it. I definitely don't really have a whole lot of problems with downloadable content in Call of Duty, but we'll kind of go over a bunch of different stuff. You know, obviously, like I said, it's available in Call of Duty already. It's just allowing it in an esports or an MLG or a competitive Call of Duty sense. So we're just gonna kind of go over that, kind of go over a bunch of different stuff, and yeah, it should be a pretty good video. So before we get started with anything else, basically, like I said, downloadable content is what DLC is. It can be things from you know, map packs to weapon camos to a bunch of different stuff. You know, to even custom classes that you can. It's basically anything in the game that you can download that really didn't come with the game originally. That's basically what DLC is. Every couple months, there's usually about 4 map packs that Call of Duty will put out. The Call of Duty brand will put out every year for the current game and whatnot, and everyone usually really likes the maps. They're not necessarily usually made for esports, but some of them in the past could be made for them. They've actually been remakes of previous maps that were allowed competitively back in other games. Something that brings up to mind to me was in Black Ops 2, whenever they had a firing range remake. That was a competitive game in Black Ops 1. If you guys didn't already know that, that was a competitive map. So that map is made for competitive Call of Duty. They didn't use it, of course, which is totally fine because it really wasn't involved back then, but a lot of maps aren't like firing range, or not a lot like the remakes and whatnot. Some of them are, you know, a bunch of random maps that we see that honestly can never be competitive maps because they're made to be fun, they're made to be exciting, they're made to be different rather than just normal maps. You know, there's usually a certain thing about each map that makes them different, whether it's you know, a random explosion that happens in the map or a rocket ship, you know, fires off in the background. I don't know, I just made that up, but you know, something crazy like that usually happens in every single map, and obviously that can't be involved in a Call of Duty map. You can't be playing a hardpoint, for instance, and all of a sudden you're getting ready to get a kill and a rocket ship just explodes in the background and makes you, like, your aim go everywhere. So that obviously cannot happen. That's not something that goes into people wanting to have a competitive map or not. But say there was one, say there was a map that was absolutely perfect for routes and whatnot, and say even Call of Duty started producing maps for competitive Call of Duty. Now, right now, they're definitely going to say, no way, we're not going to do that. We're not going to even think about doing something like that. That's totally beyond their reach, especially in Ghost. Constantly, we would even see players get forfeited for using different camos in games. That's absolutely insane. That should not be allowed. However, I can understand how the rules are set. You know, no DLC is allowed. But when it gets to, like, the nitty-gritty stuff, it's really, really dumb to me. Like, you know, a player getting disqualified for a camo that literally has no difference using a different camo. Like, I think it was like Strike Zone or something. So I'm not gonna lay out exactly what happened, but a team got forfeited because a team forfeited another team because they were using a different gun camo that came in a DLC pack. That's ridiculous. That should not happen. No offense, but that's just really stupid to me. I think we can all kind of agree that really didn't play a role. However, I understand that's part of the rules. That's totally a part of the rules. Should that player have been using the DLC camo knowing that that's not allowed? No, he shouldn't have. But he shouldn't have got disqualified for something that's not going to make a difference. To me, that's just me. I think we can all kind of not bend the rules, but agree. He didn't mean to. Obviously, if he would have, it really doesn't make a difference. If it would have made a difference, that's different. Different, right? But besides that, you know, that really doesn't do anything. It doesn't provide anything at all. It just kind of promotes the fact that esports doesn't like DLC. However, think about this. Think that DLC was being involved in Call of Duty. How insane would that be to have new maps every once in a while? Maybe like 1 map or 2 maps even just used from you know, random DLCs that we see. You know, maybe 1 map could be good for an uplink. Maybe 1 map would be good for like a biolab, or I mean not a biolab, for like a CTF or something random like that. You know what I mean? Just something different. I would love to see something different. You know, we kind of get tired of seeing the same maps or the same rotation over and over again, and we're actually seeing some maps that are being taken out of the rotation due to the fact that they're not good for certain game types. So we're seeing even less maps being involved. We're seeing a lot less variation, which is kind of unfortunate. That's why I think we need to have more, or at least think about trying to involve DLC in some way. And also, something that's big for me in AW is what if they actually release downloadable content as Team exosuits? Like, what if Call of Duty decided, or Sledgehammer decided, you know what, we're gonna make Call of Duty esports teams exos. Like, we're actually gonna have an Optic exo, we're gonna have a Team Envious exo, we're gonna have a Team Caliber exo. How sick would that be? But due to MLG's rules and stuff like that, we can't have them because that's downloadable content. We can't have that because that's not allowed due to our guidelines and whatnot. And do I understand it in a certain way? Yes, I do. But think about that. Think about what if they actually made maps for competitive Call of Duty? What if they made Team Exos? What if they made, I don't know, like in CS:GO they have stickers for other teams. What if you wanted to have your own team, your favorite team? Say you wanted to have an Optic sticker on your BAL, right? That would be sick. I would, to be honest, I would love to have an Optic or an Envy sticker on my BAL or my ASM1, you know, ripping people just to show them, you know, hashtag Green Wall, or hashtag TK all day, or whatever, you know, whatever it is. You know, to me, I would absolutely love to see at least MLG take into consideration stuff like that could happen, some interesting stuff. That's just me. Let me know in the comments, how do you guys feel about maybe DLC and competitive? This is just me. This is how I feel about you know, downloadable content or DLC, like I said, in competitive Call of Duty. I'd like to see it a little bit. I understand, like I said, with maps, I keep repeating myself over and over again. I understand how MLG works and how they've, you know, done this in the past. It's just, I would like to see something new. I would like to see some variation, maybe see some extra maps, or see some extra, you know, gun camos, or something different. I think it'd be kind of cool as well. Maybe even have a team camo. I don't know, something weird like that. I don't know, just something like I said that I threw out there. Just kind of a small video, kind of showing you guys something that I found interesting. It's not really relevant anymore. No one's really talking about it anymore. But I thought I'd make a video about it, kind of bring it up as well. So like I said, I want to know your guys' feelings in the comments. Make sure to leave them there. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that as well. I will see you guys later. Thank you guys once again so much for watching this video. I have been Landon, or Air Landon. I will see you guys later, and have a good day. Peace out.